What's going on, gamers? Welcome to Clyde's Corner, episode 7. Appreciate you listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube or in Twitch chat right now. We're working on getting it on Apple. For some reason, it told me I had to verify my Apple account, so I'll try and get this one up, but if not, next one for sure. Lots to talk about this week. I've been so busy with the house stuff. It's been nuts. Getting the keys finally on November 23rd. It's been a year process. This is the time I literally started looking last year, and a lot of people have been asking me like how important it is to watch the market. It's crazy because I missed the 3% interest window by 14 days. My closing date was too far out, so I couldn't lock in that rate, and I locked it in at I think 4.9. Yeah, 4.9. So I know it's going up right now. I think, what's the current? 7% maybe? So I feel like the prices of the house market is just going to keep going up and down. But, you know, if you sit down and you talk with your parents and like ask them what they locked in at, they probably back in the day might have started at 8, you know, and some people probably refinanced when we went through this recent low drop crash. They're probably sitting around 2.7. Anything lower than that, that's godly. So you know, people, I don't think people understand how important that interest rate is on that total price of the house. Sure, you might pay $20,000 over what the house might be appraised at because someone's getting into a bidding war with you. You know, you're trying to close at 220, but someone's bidding war. You know, it's really crazy right now at the bid wars, and that's someone bids 240. You know, if you don't want to jump and say, all right, well, if you don't jump 245, you won't get it. In my opinion, like if you end up paying like 10 to 20 over, you know, what the market's at right now, but you lock in at a good rate, you're fine. But like jumping from like a 5% to an 8% because you waited, that hurts. Like that hurts a lot. People don't realize how much that 3% on that total loan could actually make you pay, because when you go to actually like close on the deal, they'll spread out your loan. Like you can ask the mortgage company to like spread out the loan for you, and they'll show you how much you'll end up paying. I think the word, there's a special word for it, but I think it's like a payment schedule or loan schedule or something like that. There's a certain term that they use, but like they'll break it down for you and show you how much payments you make throughout the months and throughout the years, and it'll show you how much you're actually paying off. You know, in the beginning, it's just all interest, but you know, obviously anything over, amortization schedule, that's what it is. And that's required for them to do that. But with the way it works is like anything you pay over principal, it's just like on a car loan, on anything, credit cards, anything. If your minimum payment's 220 and you pay anything over 220 interest free, that's why my credit card companies hate me. You know, right now I'll charge all my bills and stuff and all my utilities on my credit card to keep a good payment history. And then when that payment comes in, I just pay it off. And they call me and they'll literally call you. Why are you making payments? Why aren't you letting it go? Because I don't want to get hit with that 20% interest rate you're trying to hit me with, you know? But, and that's what was funny was when I was at Best Buy, I took my mom with me and they were like, oh, you know, you should open up a card with us and you can get extra percent off. And I'm like, I'm still closing. You can't do any of that. You can't make any crazy purchases. Like, even if you have like, let's just say you have a credit card with like $5,000 limit and you charge $2,000 to $3,000 because you want to buy stuff for your house, you're using credit card utilization on that, and it doesn't look good. Would it hurt you in closing? Maybe not a small purchase like that, but if you go like try and refinance I'm trying to refinance my truck right now. I can't do that. You know, you can't refinance your truck. You can't buy a new car. You can't buy a boat. You can't, you know, you can't do anything. You literally just have to wait, because 10 days before closing, they run and check. They check, make sure 10 days before you're not doing anything. Like they've warned me. I've got 10 emails. Like it used to be bad like 3 years ago when I purchased, but now it's like really bad. Like they're sending me warnings. They're calling me every week. Like they're making sure that nothing justifies the loan. And a lot of people don't know that, but Me personally, I think, if you're ready to buy something, if you're ready to buy a condo, or you're ready to buy a house or anything, I know some people that buy like those double wide trailers and they're living life. But if you want to buy something, you should just buy, because think when you rent, like, unless you're a person that travels around for work, because I've been there, some people just don't spend enough time in their household and they want to rent. And if you could find a really good deal, I'd rent. But it's not fun paying other people's rent. Like people that are in real estate right now, they want you to rent because they're buying properties and you're renting off them and you're giving them cash flow. That's how it works. You pay the mortgage, they take they take the principal, they pay off the loan, and they make money off you. And it's insane. I mean, inflation's just, it's really crazy right now. Like I went by my apartment that I used to live in years ago, and I used to pay $620 for like a nice size 2-bedroom. That apartment is now like $980. It's like, man, like it's crazy. Like inflation is just in some cities, some cities, like California, New York, these busy bougie ass areas, mortgage on those $2,600, $3,000 a month. Like what the hell? And they're living in a box. It's not even that big. Like Manhattan. I can't believe what like Manhattan would be right now. Like to live in Manhattan or like live in New York or like LA. It's crazy. Like I don't know how people live those lives. I got lucky, I found a new construction and a lot of people in my area were buying them. 2 of my buddies bought them, Ryan Holmes, and I'm like, hey, maybe I should look into it. Maybe I should check into it. And I actually found something. I found something that I want. I'm very excited. I always tell people I live the college frat boy life, like my whole life. Like my apartments looked like, a child lived there. My condos and my houses that I've lived in previously, it looks like a college kid lives there. My house now, it literally looks like someone right out of college, first big buy they have, because I don't have like a lot of nice shit. Like I just told myself, if it's on sale, buy it. Like if it's on sale, buy this. You don't need that nice table. Buy this, get the deal, don't spend a lot. But then you buy that stuff and like the legs get weak on your table, your tabletops get scratched, your chair, you guys know the chairs you buy, the chair special, you're sitting on a chair at your dinner table and the legs down below, the middle pieces start falling over, they start being, wobbly. It's like, oh, now I know why this stuff was on sale. Because I bought some cheap stuff. And I had a nice couch, but Mr. Thor here didn't like it when he was a puppy. He said, give me that couch arm. Yeah, he ripped the couch arm off. So he used to sleep on that couch all the time. Like when I would leave my stream room, he'd be sleeping on the couch to where he could look and see me. Like I would walk by the hallway of the living room and he would be looking at me. He'd be comfy. But he didn't like that couch arm. He said, fuck that couch. And he chewed that. And, I trained him pretty well now. Like when he was younger, he would chew phone cords. He actually chewed my Ethernet cord. I was live streaming and he chewed my Ethernet fiber cable and my stream crashed. But he doesn't chew no more. He chews his bones now, I'll catch him slipping now and then, chewing on my pillowcase. But he kind of knows now. But it's going to be a new environment for him. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. He's going to have a nice big backyard to play in. Currently, I can't even let him play in my backyard without me supervising him right now because the neighbor's tree fell on the back of my fence and it bent it down in certain places. And they have dogs. If I just let him sit out there and their dogs start barking at him, he can easily jump the fence. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with that situation. Not saying he would interact with the other dogs in a certain way, but what if they aren't trained with other dogs? You don't want any of that. So he can't go free roam. Plus, my backyard now doesn't have a French drain, and if it sprinkles outside, the whole backyard's a mud pit. So he's gonna have a nice enclosed fence. And the HOA, I called them, and they actually approved a temporary fence to go in. Because I called them, I'm like, look, I get my keys on the 23rd. I'm probably moving in on December 2nd and 3rd weekend because December 6th I have new. What's up, Speed? I have new content for Destiny, so I need to be moved in by the 6th. And I'm like, look, the fence company said that we can't really get everything settled until around Christmas. You never know. It could be snowing a blizzard here and they might not even be able to install it. So I'm like, you guys only allow vinyl privacy fence and black iron fences, iron rods. Can I? And it's usually just because they want the properties to look nice from the street. That's how HOAs work. And I know some people are like, hey, we don't like HOAs. Mine's not strict at all. They just have the fence rule. That's it. Other than that, they're throwing block parties. They're cool people. And I've actually met the president. He's real cool. But I was like, hey, can we tap a temporary fence on the back of my house? 10 by 10. The dog will have a place to go. And when the fence goes up, we'll obviously take the temp fence down. And he's like, hey, thanks for asking. Some people don't ask. And then we kind of wonder why they didn't ask. So you're green light. So I actually have to call the fence company on Monday and get that scheduled in their scheduling. So yeah, I'm in the flood free zone. But yeah, it's it's been a ride, but I can tell you, like, they make it so easy. Like, once I picked my lot and picked what house I wanted, like, they sit in front of you and say, what would you like this? What countertops do you want? What railings do you want? What do you want your bathroom to look like? You pick out the whole house, and it's just easy, and it's great. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, this week I started feeling the homeowner's fear, because you're like, oh, it's not so bad right now. You put your closing costs in your account and you're ready to go. Well, what you don't remember is all the stuff you got to buy to furnish that house. And yeah, I put a nice dent this week. So I thought it'd be cool to go to Best Buy and be like, ooh, Black Friday deals are going on. I'm going to go to Best Buy. I'm going to take pictures of all the prices, and I'm going to compare prices online, and I'm not going to buy anything. So I thought, what's up, puppy? We're talking about the new crib. You should go eat your dinner. The famous 4 nap before the podcast starts, and then you come bother me for the whole time while I'm doing this. We don't need that right now. So can I talk about Best Buy? No? Okay. Real quick, we're going to give Thor some attention and give him a little bit of water and a treat. Come on, let's go. Go get it. Go get what's out there. Yeah, you know what's out there. So yeah, I was looking, and I knew I could get some discounts through Whirlpool, and then like Samsung. It seems like every Samsung fridge has a screen on it. Like every single one. Every single fridge had a touch screen on it. I'm like, what do you need that for a fridge? Or what do you need to see through your fridge for? Like, you need to know what's in there, Like, man, they really try and get you to spend money on that for nothing. And so I asked them, I'm like, what's bundle deals? What can you do? And they're like, oh, if you pick 3 appliances from LG, you get a discount. If you do Samsung, it's 4. I'm like, all right, you guys are trying to bait me there. I'm not going to do that. So I found an LG fridge. Nice fridge, French doors, slide out freezer, dual ice dispenser. There's one on the door and one in the freezer. It has normal ice, crushed ice, water dispenser. I'm like, yeah, cool. And they're like, oh, if you get this one, it's a special deal. It's $700 off. I'm like, all right, cool. So let's go look at the LG washer and dryer. I've been warned by a lot of people to stay away from the front loaders, just because you got to maintenance them. You got to clean them. You got to make sure I've heard even when you don't use them, you should leave the doors open so they don't stink. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to deal with none of that. So I know some people deal with that. Some people might not. Some people will be like, hey, mine hasn't had no issues. So I just avoided it, and I bought top loaders. So I found a good washer dryer deal, top loaders, easy. And I didn't want to deal with, any maintenance or moldy or anything. So that was all good. So sat down, found out that I saved a whole bunch of money. I'm like, this is great. And she's like, oh, well, since you bought out 3 LGs, you get $150 gift card to spend in the store today. Do you have Total Tech? I'm like, yeah, I do. She's like, all right, well, since you're doing Total Tech, the installation's free and you just have to buy the accessories for a washer, dryer, hookup, and fridge. Everything else is free, and Total Tech covers your warranty. By the way, that Total Tech deal that they have, $200 for the year. If you end up buying a lot of stuff from them, it saves you money, and I'll tell you why. So, cashed out, bang, done. Told myself, hey, all right, that was a good dub. So then I fucked up. Then I went over and looked at the TVs. Should have never went over there. The current TV I have right now is a 65 inch in my living room. It's like a 4K. It's nothing special, like UHD, QLED, bulbs. Yeah, it's just a clean 4K TV. I got it on sale, Walmart, Black Friday. Easy, cheap one. Well, I've been eyeing up this LG C2 series TV, and I wanted to see the difference of the Samsung new technology versus the LG. And I wanted to see the G series, and I wanted to see the C9s as well. But what's nice is when you go to the stores like that, you can kind of see what is available and how it all looks. And I'm like, all right, let's compare them, because that's what I do at like Micro Center. Micro Center, I'll set the monitors next to each other, eye them up, see what's good. Well, as soon as I saw the C2 series LG TV, I'm like, yo, this thing's a beast. So the guy was really cool. He showed me what the difference was between the Samsung technology and the LG stuff. And I was really feeling the C2 over the C9. It was just because of like color density and like stuff that I needed it for. I feel like the C9s were better for gaming and stuff, but I'm not gaming on a 77 inch. Like, let's be real here. So, and then I asked him about like burn-in, like is that stuff gonna happen? He's like, no, we test all our TVs. Like when we get new stuff in, we actually like pause certain games or certain movies on the TV and leave it laying there for a while and see if we can cause burn-in. But the TVs now, they come with like technology to like maintenance and do all that stuff. So I was like, cool. So I'm like, let's talk prices, So I looked at Black Friday deals, and I was like, all right, your Black Friday deal started. What are we looking at here? I'm like, I know I'm going to buy this TV, and then next week it's going to be cheaper. He's like, no, this is it. And he's like, what's nice is whatever you buy now, it was either 60 or 90 days. I think it was 60, but we'll just say 90 because it sounds better. It was guaranteed price match. So they're like, for some reason, if anything you buy today changes in price, pay attention to your receipt, pay attention to pricing, and we'll credit you. So I'm like, well, I can't lose there. So I knew I was in trouble. So I was looking at the 77 inch. The reason why I was looking at that one, Glad just bought that one, because he was talking about it on his stream, and I'm like, I was eyeing up that TV, bro. He's like, oh, dude, it's amazing. I watch movies on it. You feel like you're in the movie. The colors are really good. And I'm like, fuck. So I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, what if I'm watching TV in the basement and I want to go in the living room? I'm going to have a different experience. It's going to make me want to stay in the basement or go in the living room, whichever one has that TV. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just buy two. Let's put a 77 inch in the basement and a 77 inch in the living room. So yeah, I fucked up. Got two of those. And then I'm like, dude, I need sound, So I told myself, well, let's get a Sonos soundbar. Because you want to know why Sonos is so good? Because there's an app. If you add a subwoofer or any speakers, you just click on the app and it syncs. So I bought two Sonos soundbars for those TVs. And then I'm like, you know what? We need a new TV for the bedroom, so let's get a C2 Series 55 inch for the bedroom. I didn't get a soundbar for the bedroom because I barely watch TV in the bedroom, but it's nice to have. So then I'm like, all right, let's get wall mounts. Let's get all the juice. Bada bing, bada boom. And then they're like, oh, well, you got Total Tech, so it's usually $250 a TV to install. And you're probably like, well, Clyde, you could probably do that work. Well, I could do that work, but if they install it and hang it and something goes wrong, warranty, my guy. So Total Tech saved me Between installing the 3 TVs, the 2 sound bars, and like syncing the sound bars up, saved me $950 just for paying for a $200 warranty, because that's what Total Tech is. $200 and you're covered for a whole year. So I paid $200 and I saved $950. So I'm like, oh, dude, it's a dub. So after Black Friday sales, you know, everything and all, I actually saved a lot of money. Like those TVs were like $3,200, but Black Friday had them marked at $2,500. I got a discount on the wall mounts. I should have talked to a guy there, because like after they rung me up, after they rung me up, they started talking about streaming. I'm like, oh, hey, I stream. And they were saying how this guy works at Best Buy that streams Destiny. I'm like, damn, I should have talked to that guy. And I don't know who it was, but maybe I'll go up there and check out. Because another deal that I got too, on top of all the savings, I got a 10% gift card back on everything I purchased. So I'm getting an $850 or like $950, $850 gift card. So when I get that, I could buy a subwoofer or some security cameras. Hey, go eat your food. You can come up here and say hi if you want. Want to come up here? Okay. Yeah, we're talking about you. So, yeah, it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. Like, the guy that was ringing me up was training. He's like, "You're buying all this?" I'm like, "Yeah, been saving for years, bud." I'm like, "I love Twitch ads. Yes, I do." That's how it came up. I talked about Twitch ads. They're like, "Hey, I stream on Twitch." I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah." So yeah, it was a cool feeling. But yeah, I got that taken care of. So I selected all that, and Monday I actually have to call the cable company and get the fiber installed. So I'll have fiber. Currently I have 1 gig fiber, but I'm probably gonna go to 2. So that'll be cool. Someone was asking about that. They were asking about the internet situation. No, I didn't know who the streamer was. Maybe I'll go up there and ask him what his name is. Find out who it is. So after I felt defeated that day, yesterday I went to the furniture store. Same mentality going in. Hey, my buddy works at this furniture store. I'm gonna just compare prices. I'm not gonna buy anything. Let's just compare some prices, you know. So yeah, I went into the furniture store and I'm like, hey man, this is what I need. I need stuff for my living room. I need a kitchen table. I need a bedroom set, and I need you know, just some knickknacks, you know. I don't want to buy too much because I'm just, you know, the way I design stuff when I go into a new house, room by room, less stressful that way. Starting the most rooms that you use the most, like a bedroom, a living room, basement, you know, stuff like that, and then just go room by room. Like spare bedroom, I don't need to worry about none of that stuff. I just wait. Thor, you're taking over the show. But yeah. So I was looking around and I'm like, all right, this stuff's kind of nice, you know. And I was already pulling up prices. Like I was screenshotting prices and I was already looking up stuff online, and I'm like, why is this stuff so much cheaper? And like he explained to me, like, hey man, you know, like we just do upfront pricing. We don't jack our prices up, you know, because you know how it is. You go into a furniture store and you're like, oh, I like this, but price is a little high. Oh, don't worry about the prices. As soon as they tell you to not look at the prices, that means they're wrote up. Because they're going to tell you that. Don't look at the prices right now. Let's figure out what you need first. Because then they'll bundle it all together and then they'll scale the price up and down for you. So he's like, look, I can't give you no deals. Like, you know, you're a homie, but like you could buy $20,000 worth of shit right now, and I can't give you any deals. Like, this is upfront pricing. I'm like, okay, you know, that's cool. So I ended up finding some stuff. I did show some pictures on stream. That was in yesterday's VOD, if you guys want to go back and watch that. I found a nice table, nice kitchen table. Did like a pub style table, wood. It sits up a little higher. It came with 6 chairs, and it was banging. Nice clean. And then I went with a nice sectional couch for the living room, like an L-shaped couch. What was nice was that it had like brown stitching, but it had like a light cream stitching in it as well. And all three recliners are all powered. The cup holders are powered, USB chargers in them, center console, the whole shebang. Like, new couches are like kind of crazy. Like, they got a whole bunch of. I seen couches with wireless chargers. Like, they got a whole bunch of tech stuff in them. And I'm like, all right, you know, I want that. Go eat your dinner. Go eat. Go eat your dinner. Okay. Or come over here. Up. I'm just telling the story. Come here. I know. You want to come here. All right. So I found that couch and I'm like, nice. And then I'm like wondering, I'm like, well, I got a small doorway that goes to my basement and there's like a landing. There's a landing pad there, you know, like a standing area, and then it goes down the steps. I'm like, I need a couch that can come apart. So he showed me this cloud couch, and I fucked up. He's like, sit in this couch, and he's smiling. He's like, sit in this couch. So I sat in the couch. It was a love seat. He's like, sit in this couch. I'm like, all right. He's like, all right, make sure you're straight back, sitting all the way back, you know. I'm like, okay. So he hits this button, and it reclines me back. Recline back, feet in the air. And then it took me to a whole different level. It was like a zero gravity couch. So after you're reclined, it sinks you down and then tilts you backwards like you're floating on a cloud. And I'm like, what is this? I wasn't ready for this. I didn't sign up for this stuff. And I was like, bro, this is one of the most comfortable couches I've ever sat on. I'm feeling like a king right now. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so can we take this apart? Does the backs come off? Like, can you take it down in the basement with just the back of the couch and the bottom of the couch? Like, will it fit through a doorway? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, write it up. Write it up. Let's go. I'm in. So while I'm watching movies in the basement, I got that fucker to sit on. So yeah, sign me up for that. So I was really hyped for that. And then I bought like a entertainment center to go with the TV downstairs. Like, I went with like the farm door white style. And then he showed me a entertainment center with a full fireplace in it with LEDs and the whole shebang for the living room. And he's like, oh, you're probably going to put like LED strips on the back of your 77-inch. This fireplace will match it. I'm like, all right, you got me there too. Yep. Sign me up for that one. So got that fireplace. And I'm like, all right, you know, now that we got the heavy shit out the way, let's go check out the bedroom stuff. And I found this badass king-size bed. It's got drawers underneath, big drawers on the side, and it's got like a headboard behind you with drawers above you. And I'm like, yo, it's just dope. Like, you could be laying on your bed, and you could put your phone, your laptop, all your stuff behind you. It was sick. I'll show all the pictures here, and in a second, I could switch to a different scene, but it was just dope. And I was like, yeah, I want it. And then he's like, hey, I'm going to show you one of our best mattresses we go with, you know, because I didn't want to, like, I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't want to go buy a $4,000 mattress. I've went down that road. I bought a $2,500 mattress, Tempur-Pedic. I literally thought, like, it was comfortable at first for the first year, and then, like, it kind of just fell out. I thought it was just, like, overhyped, you know. When you can go big, you can go the adjustables, you know, hot, cold, hard, soft. But, like, I just feel like stuff like that is, you know, you don't need all that stuff. So he's like, hey man, this mattress I sleep on at home, it's got this new gel technology. It's like 7 layers of gel on top. It's not a pillow top. Lay on it. So I lay down and I'm like, ooh, you know, this is nice. Straight back. I felt the spine support. He's like, it's nice and cool for you, and it wasn't bad. It was only like $1,100, and I'm like, oh damn, I thought I was gonna spend way more. So I'm like, yeah, give me that. So that's the mattress I went with. I could just pull. Let me just pull this up. So I'm not gonna be able to show you in this scene. I'm gonna have to show you in the other scene. Let me go to this. Go here. Let me switch scenes real quick. So this is the bed. You know, it's kind of nice. The drawers back there, kind of like it. So it's just kind of fire. And I went with the matching dresser, obviously for the bedroom, and went with the nightstand. No, we don't go no water beds. This was the mattress I chose. That's Sierra Sleep, king size. I laid on this thing. It was really comfortable, so I went with it. This is the entertainment center that'll go in the basement. That farm door style I told you guys about for the bottom TV. So, and this is the living room. The living room entertainment center. This shit's banging. I took a picture off a screen. So, but yeah, look at that fireplace. That shit is dope.
Today was my state cross-country meet sweatroo.
Yo, strange. Thank you. This is the living room couch. Look at this couch. Nuts. Love the color. Love the material. Love the stitching. Like, bro. Big, wide seats. Not the small stuff. That's a big man couch, you know? And what's funny is, this couch was more than that couch. Because this is the cloud couch. It looks like nothing, but man, when you sit in this love seat, I'm telling you, this is nuts. Nuts.
I gifted you a sub to at Chefs and he is freaking out not believing it. If you could drop in his stream sometime, he said he would eat a handful of nasty flavored beans for everybody. Just saying, if you wanna stop and freak someone out and get a quick laugh, you can visit him, lol.
No, thanks for all those biddies, bro. I'll do that. Just message me when he's live or something. Then this is the living room. This is the table. Thanks for the 5,000 biddies though, bro. You're crazy. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's the stuff. That's what we're working with. So yeah, you know, I kind of went splurgy. Smuggy, thank you though. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. We won't tell him. We gotta do it when he least suspects it. But yeah, I went kind of big on the stuff, but I wanted long-term stuff. But I'll be doing streams from the house, IRL stuff while the house, like if I have to be at the new house when stuff's getting delivered or set up, I'll do live streams from there. So be on the lookout for that. I can just bring the GoPro with me, and it's really easy to do GoPro streams. So you literally just open up your phone app, you connect to your camera, and you hit go live. It's so easy. So my mom just texted me, reminded me about the oh man, we're getting an extra hour of sleep tonight. The clocks go back. So yeah, I'm excited for all that stuff going on. So it's gonna be really busy near the end of the month. You know, the keys I'll get the keys on the 23rd, and then the 24th is Thanksgiving. I already told myself after I eat Thanksgiving dinner, I think I'm gonna start moving stuff into the house. So yeah, but I won't have internet on the 24th, so I can't stream from there. I think I won't have internet in the house until like the first business day after Black Friday. There's no way I call internet service provider on Monday and ask, hey, can you guys come install my fiber on Black Friday? But you never know, they might have trucks out. But Monday the 28th would be the time that I get that. You never know. Thanks, Muggy. Appreciate you. Hey, what are you doing, Thor? Did you go eat? Did you eat your dinner? We go check on him and make sure he ate his dinner. He hasn't been eating lately. Well, he eats, but you know. He eats at weird times. Like if I would have gave him that food at 5 o'clock, he'd been eating it. Overclocked to your 7900X. Hell yeah. But yeah, I really don't have any like stream room ideas yet. I really don't know how I'm gonna set up the basement, so I'm kind of just gonna wing it. Not really good at interior design, but we'll figure it out. But other than that, you know, we're gonna be smooth cruising with the house stuff, and excited for God of War. God of War comes out on the 9th. I'm gonna be playing that on stream when I go live. So if you guys want to check out that, I'll be playing that. And what else? Well, the basement's finished. I don't need to soundproof it. It's all finished, insulated, drywalled. I should be fine. There shouldn't be a lot of echo. I hope not. We'll find out. No. Every time I do this, you just want to be a menace. I'm going to start waking you up before I do this. Why can't you just go take a nap? You just ate. You just ate your dinner. You've been out. I let you out before we started. And you just want to be a menace. Come on up here. I mean, you could come up here and get pets. But just don't bark. Up. Up. No. Come here. Come here. Why does Thor want to be a menace? That's what I want to know. He thinks I'm not playing video games because I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and he's like, "Play with me, then." He's like, "You're not on that mouse and keyboard, so let's play." Thoughts on the new PC? Yeah, I just have to talk to Power and see what we're gonna do with the new PC. I mean, the 13900K and a 4090 should be able to run Destiny at 4K no problem. But I just want to make sure that there's no like performance issues or shit that's not optimized. Because then, if that's the case, I need to go get a 4K monitor. Because my current setup is 3 monitors on one, you know, mount. When I move, I have to take these monitors off the mount. So that's your time to upgrade. Because once I set everything up, I don't want to. You hide wires, you tie everything together. You don't want to break something down and change something. I think I would imagine that Power is gonna build my PC live. I can talk to him. I would like to, because I could tell him like, hey, you know, I can like watch it with him, and you know we can hype it up and do some shit. That's the plan. So I'll talk to him. I'll message him tomorrow on my day off. That's what I do a lot on my day off, is I message a lot of stuff, you know. We're getting some stuff set up with GsxrClyde. We're getting some stuff set up with Power. Like GsxrClyde, we're working on that new shaker. We're also working on that new label for Black Cherry. That's going to be like a limited edition, collector's edition label, by the way. So I'll have more info on that. But I know the shaker's coming first. And our goal was by the end of November. And this was like 4 months ago. So it's coming. It's definitely coming. So that, you know, we're getting there. Everything's just going to fall into place, and hopefully it works the way it is, because I'm very excited for the next shaker. I mean, this original one right here was dope. It was cool to release. The logo on the front, GsxrClyde on the back. But this next one, it's going to have more purpose, and you'll see what I mean when you see it. No leaking, though. But GsxrClyde's got some big moves, man. Like, I seen a lot of stuff at TwitchCon, a lot of new stuff that they're bringing out, a lot of new merch and a lot of new other stuff, and I can't talk about it, but man, it's dope. Like, dude, I love their merch. I love how comfortable it is, and they got some really cool stuff. So if you guys enter the giveaway now, you can win some cool shit like that, because the second place winner, that's what they get to pick. They get to pick some GsxrClyde merch and tubs and shakers or whatever, and gift cards. So we are picking the winner to that giveaway in 10 days. So in 10 days, someone's going to win a next-gen console or the 3070 graphics card that I have. It's kind of like a rare item now. That's a EVGA for the Win 3 card, so it's a juicer. And if someone is a PC player and they don't want the 3070 and they don't want a next gen, we'll give them another option. So we'll pick the winners live, and hopefully they're in chat to be excited about it. But if not, people don't need to be in chat. I can just contact them through email. So that'll be cool. Other than that, I talked about the PC, talked about G-subs. Power. I know Power's doing some crazy. I know people from chat have been asking Power about his Black Friday deals because I've been telling them to ask. But I guess he just keeps telling people to pay attention to social media. But there's going to be some good stuff. Like, huge sales. I mean, the people that already bought, you're not really missing out on much. A little bit, but... I mean, hey, you guys bought yours before the sales come, so, you know, that's just how it is. What? Go get it. Go get it. Right here. Your bone's right here. You should just bite it and play with it and chew on it while I'm talking. Yeah, that would be great if you did that. You took a long nap. He does this to me every time. He takes a long nap on Saturday night, and then I start doing this. Remember, he wasn't bothering me when I wasn't starting the podcast. When I was gaming, doing raids, he was sleeping. And now he's like, listen here, bud. It's game time. Let's talk. Let's hang out. Let me bite you. Come here. You're going to go in the other room. That's what I think. I think you're going to go in the other room. No, you don't want to go in the other room. Okay. Well, then, can you chill? Can you bite this? Yeah, you can bite that. Yeah. Just play with it a little bit, please. Don't be a menace. He's staring me down right now. Like it's an ego check. Listen here, bud. You listen here. No. No. None of that. Should have got a small dog. Right? Should have got a poodle or a little terrier or something. I wouldn't trade you for nothing, bud. That's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to say it. You got a personality of a content creator. You're always making clips, you know? I give him that, you know? Should have got a cat. You're okay. I know. I appreciate you too. But yeah, definitely keep on Power's website for discounts and shit. It'll be good stuff. And other than that, I think I kind of went over all the house stuff. I just wanted to like go over that stuff a lot because people have been asking. But I kind of want to talk about the burnout factor right now. I know everyone's feeling like kind of burnt out. You know, Destiny numbers are low. Player base is low. Boredom is setting in. Twitch numbers are terrible. I mean, Twitch numbers for Destiny right now are really bad. For some people, not all. You know, I mean, I could definitely feel a drop off, but it's okay. You know, I mean, I understand. What's crazy though is like over the 6 years of me streaming, I always grew my channel when it was around this time. When it was in burnout factor. But this time it doesn't feel that way. It's bad. Like it's pretty bad. Because usually people are like, you know, coming back to the game, getting ready for a new season, and you know, trying to find tips and tricks on what to do. And that's not the factor right now. You know, it's hit a low. And I know a lot of people are, you know, last week's video I put it on YouTube and I was talking about the ads thing, and people were, you know, commenting, you know, people were commenting like, well, I'd watch Twitch, but you know, the ads are just killing me, you know. And I tell people like, look, I get it, you know, some people are irritated with ads, you know, but any streaming service you have, you know, at home for cable and stuff, you're gonna watch commercials, and Even YouTube now, I've been watching YouTube videos, and I don't have YouTube Premium. So when I'm watching videos, they force me to watch ads. I can't even skip them, you know. They're forcing, like, you used to be able to skip everyone. You'd wait 5 seconds and skip, but now it's bad, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk about ads, and you're gonna get hit with one of 9. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is, you know. But you know, it affects everybody differently. But I definitely think it's the burnout factor of the game. You know, everybody comes in a chat every day, and they're talking about, what do I do in the game? I don't know what to do. You know, Destiny's down bad. Like, you know, and that's okay. And you know, what I was thinking about today, I was actually letting Thor out, and I was thinking, like, you guys remember when we would do activities, and like you'd actually have to like play your position, you'd have to like sit behind a wall and wait for enemies to push you, and like, because if you peeked, you'd die. You know, I mean, look, the power creep has been so hard. Like, power creep is so bad right now. Like, GMs and GMs, when GMs first came out, like, they actually took teamwork, and you would get rolled, you know. And now people are soloing GMs 5 minutes. I mean, yes, you got to be a crack player to do that, like some salt shit, but a lot of people are like just running them over. And you know, I help someone with a GM, and I have 2 people on the fire team that really don't know GMs, and we're having like 1 to 2 deaths the whole strike. Like, doing double carries back in the day was like almost physically impossible. Because you had to like really play slow. You had to make sure you're hitting finishers and spamming heavy. And now it's just throw an aid on the Warlock, you know, throw an Arc Titan aid over and over and over. Or, you know, Hunter can just go invis and, you know, do whatever you want. But I think the power creep has definitely done a lot. And PvP is so bad, you know. I feel like it was PvP was better when there was cheaters in it. I hate to say it, but at least if you didn't go up against the cheater, you were playing in a decent meta that was like okay to shoot your guns. Now it's just, you know, everyone right now is RB and sidearms. They're enjoying the last weekend of the RB and Lorentz. Like, it's bad. Last time I checked earlier when I was streaming, there was like 15,000 playing trials in that overall hour. Only 15,000 players. I get people are like, all right, let's wait till next weekend. But what's next weekend? What's next weekend in trials? It's the same old boring loot. There's no loot incentive to play. And you know, I hope they do something about it, because, you know, I've told myself, you know, I want to branch into that content, you know. Like, the first couple weekends trials came, I was playing trials. I played trials 3 weekends in a row. All-time record setting for me. You know, I want to play that stuff, you know, because that's where I'm at. Like, people are always asking, where's your head at, Clyde? Where's your burnout factor? I'm being honest, like, content creation's kind of like burning me out right now. I've been doing it for almost 7 years, and I feel like I'm losing my touch. I would never say this live all the time, but I'm just letting you guys know now. Like, I feel like I'm slacking. I feel like my YouTube videos are sucking. I know they don't. I know people love enjoying watching them, but like, I need to start juicing them more, and I need to start putting more time into them. And I am. I promise I'm switching it up. I got this new plan for the new videos. Like, you're going to see like a new form of videos in the next like 2 weeks, especially on YouTube. There's going to be like a new farm factor. For like the weekly highlight stuff, just pay attention to the beginning of the video and you'll understand. That's all I can tell you. But like with other stuff, you know, obviously, you know, I got a prep guide coming out, what weapons to grab, what meta weapons are in the game right now. I'm going to go over some builds. I'm not going to go like super duper crazy, like going over every single build and every single mod, but I will save that loadout that I'm talking about and save it in my dim. And then I'll just put the dim loadout in the description, so you can click on the link and see it. But I just don't want to go into like super duper detail. I just want to say, hey guys, next season's coming. Prep your bounties, grab these weapons. Let's go. I'm going to try and make it short as possible. 10-minute video. That way when people come in, hey, what do I do? What do I get? What do I need to get? Or when the next season starts, you know, bang, bang, you know, it's game time. But, you know, next season, my plan is As soon as that dungeon drops, slay it out all day, get the completion, run it over and over and over and over and over until I just consistently whoop its ass, and then make a guide that night. Next day, do a solo flawless guide. Done. And I got some other stuff too, but I don't want to spoil it. I got some ideas for content creation. Again, I just don't want to share the ideas. But, you know, I got to get back on the high horse, you know. I just, you know, I got to find that new meta, you know. I got to do something to separate myself from other creators, and I think with the new house I can do that. I got the dog, you know. Me and him will just hang out in the backyard, and I'll do IRL streams, you know. Oh, 1,000 more biddies. Thank you so much. Oh, streaming is so much harder than I realized, you know. This guy's popping off with the biddies, man. It is. But I don't give excuses, you know. I don't sit here and say stuff, but like, you know, I busted my ass this time last year. You know, I was setting like all-time records for my channel. Busted my ass, 1,200 plus viewers every single day. And then, you know, I'm not saying it's the game's fault, but like, there's only so much content we can stream with Destiny, and then it kind of just falls off because the community doesn't watch as much because they know that nothing's going on in the game. But I just don't have an out right now. I don't have, you know, of course I want to play COD when the full game releases on the 16th. Of course I want to play God of War, but those, you know, COD's for a person like me, COD's going to be something you do for a week or two, and then you're like, all right, I'm done. God of War, what, 3 days max, 4 days, maybe 5 days if you want to like 100% the game. So there's no floater game there. And you know, I love Destiny. I love just playing with chat. It's so easy, you know. And me not bullshitting is one of the main yeah. I don't bullshit anything, you know. I don't sugarcoat anything. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, but like how do I put this? I just like playing with the community, man. It's just it's so fun to just be like, hey guys, what do you want to do? You know, oh, I've always wanted to do this raid, but I couldn't find people. Let's go do it right now. Bang, done. You get it done. They get hyped. They get their loot. That's what it's all about. So it's fun. You're okay, pup. I'm gonna give you one more treat, and then that's it. Don't be difficult right now. I'm telling you though, next Saturday, you're not sleeping. Alright, you're getting spoiled now. So you got 2 treats, and I got a quest bar for me. Yeah, I know. I know you gotta grind to have fun. In Warzone, you gotta get attachments, you know, you gotta get all that. By the way, Trap, Quest Blueberry Cobbler. Bro. These things are like crack, dude. These are nuts. I love them. So store. I thought they took loadouts out of Warzone. That's what I thought. That's what I was reading. They put them back in? Oh no. What am I going to do with the old PC? I'm still going to have this PC for like a stream rig. Modern Warfare 2, if you want to enjoy DMZ, you'll have to play like a rat because God knows how many Warzone sweats are going to ruin it. Yeah. 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 Now this is a quest bar. Miller, how do you know what that is anyway? I've tried the glazed donut Quest bar. These things are nuts. I love these things. I'm obsessed with them. Oh, you did, Miller. What'd you think? I didn't know we could start talking about those yet. What happens to this old stream rig? I'm gonna have a spare stream set up in my new house. So when I have friends over, they can stream from my house. That way they're not missing work or missing time. Strats. We'll see though. Whatever. If I don't grind for Warzone and I get shit on, oh well, at least I tried. I can't grind that multiplayer, man. I actually tried playing off stream. I can't. You know, because dude, it's meant when you're playing 6v6, it's just meant for controllers. You just get rolled. I can't hang, man. And I probably won't be able to hang in Warzone either, you know. Like I might have to plug in the sticks for Warzone. We'll see. It's tough. But multiplayer is just, man, I've been out the loop for way too long. I know to stay in my lane. I know to stay away from that sweaty shit because I can't hang with them motherfuckers. You know, we'll see. Hey Trisha, how are you? But yeah, we'll see what's on the table for. There's nothing in here. Look, it's just wrappers. I'll clean these up later. There's nothing. Look, yeah, you caught me. You caught my stash. I ate 3 today, okay? I'm sorry. He's like, yo, let me get them wrappers, cuz. But, yeah, we'll see, you know. But, you know, I need to work harder, you know. Need to make guides, you know, kind of make shit. I know that's what people like. People like when I go over guides and stuff, but... we're working on the state of the game video. I mean, I did a state of the game stream, but we're gonna make it into a YouTube video. I went over some key points and just some changes. You know, key changes to the game that need to change for real. It's just that, you know, there's no incentive to grind PvP or PvE right now in Destiny, and I feel like it's stuff that needs to be done. You know, some people are going on Twitter and voicing their opinion, and that's the worst place to voice your opinion on Twitter. What? There is nothing up here for you. Get that. You know, Twitter's a cesspool, man. I love Twitter to death, but man, it's not what it used to be, you know. Yeah, I mean the master guides and all that stuff and content for end game, you know, I put up a guide and show you how to just do it easy. That's all good, but I got, oh, yo, come here. I got a lot of cool ideas for newer stuff, and you know, I mean, if you want, I'll give you a little taste. After I put out the guide for the new dungeon, I had an idea of releasing a guide on how I teach people. How do you teach your friends how to do this shit? What do you do as a player? Like, what do I do as a player? How do I play when I teach people? What do I look out for? How do I correct the mistakes and try and clutch up? Pretty much every mechanic, you just count your friends out. You're just like, hey, they're not going to do that, so you got to do it. You got to play for yourself and play for them. So it's kind of like a teaching school. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes though. But I got some ideas brewing. You know, I've been writing some stuff down. Anytime I think of a cool idea, I write it down. Hey, there is nothing back there. There's nothing back there, bud. You can't go back there. Not with the cords. Why are you so violent right now? You're gonna go in the other room. It's like he wants to be part of the show, you know. He's like, hey, people gotta know that I'm here. Play with me. You're okay. It's fine. We enjoy your company. When you start barking and yapping, we don't want that. Clyde's teacher lessons. You can sit here and explain it 1,000 times, you'll never get it. As soon as you jump in and you're doing it, you'll never forget it. Exactly. That's pretty much how it is. You know, you have to go in and do it, and a lot of people just don't understand that. You know, a lot of people just don't understand that you could just easily go in and try it, but people don't want to. Come here. People don't want to try new stuff. They don't want to try new strats. You know, they just want to do what works. They want to do the easiest cheese. You know, I told you guys, Master Templar. The strat to that now is just jump off the map. That's crazy. That was a fun encounter doing underleveled and like figuring out how to figuring out how to like optimize damage in that encounter was so much fun. Let's go get you a bone. Let's go get you a bone. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here. Let's go get you a bone. Real quick, here's a treat. All right, let's see what he does there. Sorry. But, yeah, I mean, it's sitting there explaining the encounter for 30 minutes doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody. You just have to do it and fail. Play with you, Squirrel, and Cholo. I mean, it's just so hard to have time right now. I'm doing so much for the house every day. Every day I'm doing stuff. Tomorrow I got a whole list of shit to do. Monday got to make phone calls. Tuesday got to schedule stuff. You know, I'm just locked in, you know. And I've been really enjoying my time after stream too. Like I've been just chilling out. I didn't do that in the earlier years of streaming. You know, I always did something. I'm gonna have to go get them. I always burn myself out and work too much. But, you know, maybe that has something to do with it too, with the burnout factor. Maybe, you know, being a content creator and thinking you could take time off and do fun shit on the side, slacking. This poor puppy. No more nap time before we start talking, because Jesus Christ. Yeah, moving's one of the most stressful times, yeah. But we're almost there, but yeah. Just the burnout factor, you know. Again, I'm gonna keep grinding, but it's not bad. We got a month left, so yeah, that's another thing. LFG groups want people to do different strats or do the cheese, and if you don't want to, you know, they're like against you. Yeah, yeah, I remember that Atheon cheese. The good old Atheon cheese where people wanted to kill him when he was on Venus. Remember that? Yeah. I tried that once. It took so long. You have to just sit there and shoot him. It takes forever. They patched that, though. But, I mean, and that's like kind of what I'm worried about with next season with Deepstone Crypt, you know? Deepstone Crypt. You just wait for the featured raid, you grind it out. I mean, dude, as soon as it's the weekly featured raid, I'm just going to go in and get every single red frame I need and I'm done. I really hope they do, like, some sort of XP leveling, though, because XP leveling those weapons is going to, bro. Leveling a sniper sucks. A kinetic sniper, that's gonna suck. That shotgun's gonna suck. Like, you know, doing the machine gun and hand cannon and all that, that's not too bad. But a sniper sucks. Like, I remember leveling up the Thoughtless, and I got overflow firing line on that. That took forever. I mean, you guys know leveling up Cataclysmic was terrible. You know? Yeah, we need XP and raids. You know, that's another thing, but as you know, we'll see. But the community's really gotta chill out, though. The community has to chill, because it's pretty bad right now. The community's like, dude, the pitchforks are out, everybody's mad, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I've never seen so much like hate towards like streamers or like community members or community managers. Like, dude, it's bad. Like, people are so mad at each other, and they're, you know, everyone's like, fuck the streamers, you know, the streamers want to ruin everything. They make a video about this. Like, every time I see it all the time. Anytime like me or someone else puts a build out or shows people how broken something is, people are like, oh, you just want to upload this to get the clicks and get it nerfed. No. I want to show the community how busted it is. Like, what? Like, I almost want to put in the effort to play with these people. Like, find the rats, you know? Maybe that could be an idea. Just find the rats, find the fucking shitters, and be like, all right, you know, let's play. Let's see, you know, it's so easy for you to do. Let's see you do it. You know, let's see you do this raid. Let's see you do a master raid from start to finish. You know? Fuck them. It's so bad. You know? Rat hunting. Yeah, we could do that. You know? Trust me, I've thought about it as a podcast idea. Invite some rats on and be like, you know, you tell me why you don't like me. Give me one good reason. What the fuck did I do to you? But that just screams TOS bad, you know? But I'd love to do it. I'd love to just sit down with someone and be like, what the fuck you got against me? Like, what the fuck did I do to you? I just keep to myself. People don't like you because, you know, you're straightforward and you ain't no bullshit. You ain't going to sit here and sugarcoat stuff and lie to people and make everybody seem like we live in a perfect fucking world, you know? Yeah, it could be like a YouTube video. Yeah. So you could set it up as like an interview and then you bleep out the shit. Yeah. That could be a thing, but it's just, you know, people just think we live in this perfect world, and it's not, you know. You got to go out and worry about yourself, and, you know, when it comes down to it, you know, it's you know, get your shit together, you know. It took me a while to get my shit together, trust me. I ain't perfect. Like, I'm not perfect at all. I'm not, you know, some people say, hey, you motivate me to do this, you know, you push me to do this, you push me to be a better person, you know. I'm just myself, but it's I'm glad that I motivate people, but, you know, I always tell people, like, dude, I'm not the perfect role model, you know. I try, but, you know, I've been working on it, trying to be reformed, you know, trying not to swear as much, you know, make the stream more family friendly, but, you know, people like seeing the rage, you know. When someone messes up, you know, they're just waiting for you to just freak the fuck out and be like, you know, oh my god, you know, why'd you do that, you know. But, you know, it's all about just making it fun and entertaining, and that's what I try and do for the game, is to make it fun and entertaining for people to watch. But you can only do so much. But with you know, with the content right now, it's just crazy. And you know, I just want to do more, you know. But yeah, it took me a while to get my shit together. Like, trust me. I was immature as fuck. I took life as a joke, you know. I mean, I busted my ass. I work hard, but, you know, I wish streaming was more easier to explain to people, because I know more people want to get into it. I know people want to, you know, get into streaming. They want to try it. You know, they want to see if they can, you know, take it to the next level. Like, trust me. Me too. But it's either people fuck with you or they don't. There's a big difference in between the OG players and the new era players, for sure. Yeah. Yep. 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 They literally just wait for something. They wait to clip something, take it out of context. You know, that's just how shit is now. It's but you know, it's just a different content creation is the hardest job in the world. I think it's one of the most stressful situations I've been in. You're fine. You're just laying there barking at me, you know? Ain't no 4 weeks training in this job. No, it's not. It's not. It's always, you know, I'm still learning. I learn all the time. You're okay, bud. It's okay. You can come here. You could be part of the show too. It's okay. We're just hanging out talking. Do you not like when chat gets my attention and you don't? If I was doing this with mouse and keyboard, you'd think I was playing. You don't need to go out. You don't. You're fine. You were just laying on the ground barking at me because you wanted some pets. And now you're being chewy. I love you too, bud. But if you chew your bone, it's so much more fun. Yeah, it's all on the job training. You know, it's fun to get into, but I wish there was like a training guide that you could give someone on like how to, you know, be more successful. But shit, that's what's nice about like TwitchCon and GcxRClyde. I go to these and you talk to other creators and you ask them what their ideas are, but they're the same way. They're like, I'm gonna try this idea, see if it works. But the grind is addicting. You know, when you start, you know, seeing progress. Hey, come here. You can't go back there. Come here. Right here. When you start seeing that progress, you know, that's what's addicting. You know, that's what sucks you in, because you're just like, oh man, you know, you gotta learn how to take L's. You know, man, I've taken a lot of L's, and the camera I use is a Sony A6400 with a 16mm Sigma lens. Looks clean, right? Nice. HD Clyde, right? I'm gonna tweak it when I move in the new crib. What penalizes me is the camera's supposed to be closer to me, so it blurs out my background. But my desk is pretty hefty, and it's 42 inches in depth, so the camera's a little farther away. The camera's supposed to be like right here. Not like, but you see how that is? Like this would be my face, and the background will be blurry. But I don't want to blur out my background because it looks sweet. Maybe I'll get a lens that I could tweak to like zoom in, but I feel like it's a good picture right now. But I don't know how it's gonna look in the new house because I don't know what I'm gonna have in picture frame. Luna's, yeah, that's the hard part of telling people telling you how to do your job, you know. But that's why I turn off viewer count. I've turned off viewer count for the past like year. I don't look at viewer count. Like I just hide it, and then if I want to look at it, I do. I'll never go green screen again. I mean, green screen gaming has come a long way because now Elgato's got like the green screen and you can like preset your camera. But back in the day when I used the green screen, you literally had to change your camera settings every day. I'm moving like 20 minutes down the road. That's where my house is. But yeah, that's what I tell people. Like, don't look at viewer counts. Don't look at stream summaries. Like some people, hey, why do you want to keep going back there? There's nothing back there but cords, and if you go back there, you're in trouble. Maybe he put a bone back there. I don't know what he did. But, yeah. It's stressful, man. But, you know, this is why I sit here and talk to chat and talk about it. You know, I'm not sitting here talking to you guys about any pity or anything. You know, that's not what this is. But, you know, sometimes it's just like you scratch your head like, what the fuck's going on, you know? It's, you know, like, what can I do different? How come I upload a banger-ass YouTube video and no one gives a shit? and you know, or I'll do something cool on stream, and like it's not that big of a deal, but it's literally just hit or miss, you know, and that's the thing about gaming, you know. It's either hit or miss, but you know, you got to get it out there, you know. That's why that's why sometimes I just like uploading bullshit, you know. It might not be a banger clip, but put it on TikTok. It might not be a banger video, but put it on YouTube, because you never know who likes it, you know. That's just how stuff is, you know. You find a way to make it work, and you kind of just wing it. You know, consistency is growth, you know, for sure. I mean, I sit here and I'll do 6 days a week. What the dream would be to go down to 5 days a week, but I'm just like thinking, like, do I really want 2 days off a week? Do I really want to take 2 days off? Like, it sounds great, but there's no way that I would just not do anything and just take days off. I'd be working. I'd be doing some sort of work, some YouTube stuff or like video ideas or emails. Like, it's technically not a day off, so I'm like, fuck it, you know. I hate taking Sundays off because I know people are home, but I like watching football and I like hanging out with family and friends. You know, everyone's usually off work on Sundays, so but Sunday's a terrible day to take off for streaming because everybody's home and people can watch you, you know. Yeah, you'd have to stream longer. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, especially with the new ads program, you know, like this month I got to do 190 hours, but if it wasn't for the ads program, like it you know, if I wasn't locked into like 190 hours this month, like just because you stream longer streams doesn't mean that you're gonna get more performance, you know. Like, it just depends. Like, if you're someone that can just crank out 12-hour streams every time, like, yeah, sure, it'll give you a little bit of growth, but not really, you know. It's more of mentally draining, you know. When you start going to those DGen streams, you know, I did that for like 3 years, man, you know. Like, Forsaken launched and I did 32 hours straight. And then I gamed for 4 hours offline and I fell asleep mumbling in my chair. Like, that's not healthy, you know. Like, I rarely, you know. Yeah, Glad's a fucking DGen. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Glad, but that's what people know though. But it, you know, look at Glad now though. He takes time off, you know. I thought about doing that. I thought about doing 410s. I thought about it, you know. Like do like a swing schedule, 4 on 2 off, 4 on 2 off. So you have different days off, but then like then you're all over the place. People don't know when you're streaming and you're not streaming, you know. But technically, with your theory, it'd be 5 on, you know, 5 9 hours. Yeah. When there's no content, those 10-hour streams feel like they're never gonna end. Trust me. Like, dude, the last like week I've been looking over at that counter. I'm like, damn, I've only been live for this long. I'm like, bro. Like, last night was fine. Did all those raids, you know. I was raiding with Lana. We did all those raids. Like, the night went so fast, you know. It wouldn't impact my sleep schedule, no. Right now, I usually go to bed around 1, and I wake up at 8, wake up at 9 every morning. I love it. Before, I used to wake up at noon. That shit ain't healthy, man. I'm actually getting good sleep. I'm waking up at early time. I'm getting to the gym early. I'm getting shit done. If I wake up in the morning, I get my phone calls done, my emails, my gym. Sometimes I'll come home and, you know, take a little half hour, 45-minute power nap. But other than that, I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna have to start early now because resets at noon. On Tuesday, it resets at noon because we changed our clocks back tonight. So I'm gonna have to start streaming at 11. That's rude. Why are you being so whiny today? You were fine the whole stream. Now you just want to be violent. You don't have to go. You'd be freaking out when I say that word. You just want pet. You can come here. Yeah. It's okay. Oh, he's stretching. Monday and Saturday. I mean, Saturdays are just tough to take off, you know. Thought of doing reviews. Like reviews on what? Is Clyde gonna start a house show? Reviewing household items? What? Hey guys, today I bought this new blender. It sucks. Food? But I'm a fat ass and I've ate everything. I think you'd have to travel for that, you know? I feel that though. Talking of Doggo, oh, he's such a, yeah. He talks a lot. He just likes being spoiled, that's all. He's a good pup. He's just hungry, man, to get out and run free. That's what's going to happen in a few weeks when we move in the new house. When he's like this, I just put him out. Let him run the back. You should do box openings with all your new stuff. Yeah, but, like, I'm getting it installed, you know? I mean, I could do stuff around the house and, like, show people, like, hey, you know, this is my new couch. Check this out, you know, yada, yada, yada. I could do that. What about reviewing Destiny clips submitted by players every week? I like that idea. Obviously, they'd have to be checked by my mods for TOS. Discord nights are weird, man. Weirdos come in there. Weirdos will come in and start yelling. I like that clip review thing, though. I actually like that. How would we get that going? I mean, people could, like, submit it in my Discord, and then my mods would have to, like, review them. And, like, if my mods interact with the clip, then it's safe. If they haven't interacted with it, then I won't show it. And then just, like, watch them and, like, react to them, like react to Destiny clips. I like this. And then, like, the best clip wins a prize. Hey, get over here. We could do that. I don't want nothing to do with the Destiny tournaments, no. No races, no time stuff. No, people just whine. I like that. I like that idea. Let's implement that. I'll do some thinking on that tomorrow. What? You're barking at a curtain. You like being rewarded for talking. That's what people say in the comments. They're like, oh, he starts whining and Clyde gives him attention. I can't help it because he's so cute and fluffy. You get rewarded for being bad. But people don't understand that I can't just let you be bad here and bark on stream and be whiny. We gotta pet you. Yeah, and people cheat. Yeah, I like that, though. Let's get that going, though. We'll get that idea going. We should start that, like, very soon, like clips, you know? People could submit clips, like, funny stuff that they've done. You know, because you can record clips on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and then I'll tell my mods to review them. You know? And then, you know, or have people upload them and tag you on socials. Yeah, but I don't want to show clips on stream without them being reviewed first. You know, they could have DMCA in them. They could have some vulgar language. I don't want none of that. I'd rather have my mods review them first. That's what big streamers do. When someone, like, says, hey, watch this, they're mods. their mods watch that stuff and like approve it. You know, like Tim, that's what his like. I know Tim the Tap Man. He like his React videos. His editors put together a video for him to react to. You know, I think it could be anything, not just Destiny clips. It could be whatever. Any games that people play that want to like get into it, they can, or like IRL clips, or like a funny moment. Hey, you fucking put some butter on your floor, and your little brother comes running in and hits the deck. You know, like pranks, and it could be whatever. And then like the best clip of the week. You know, because like we could do clips night like one night, and people get the whole week. You know, it's like our own movie of the week. You know, our own movie of the week here. We don't need to upload on Bungie Creation. We could do our own movie of the week here. You know, like clip of the week. You know, I like that idea. Like give people a deadline to what they upload by, and then like I just start watching them. You know, and if I don't get to them, I don't get to them. You know, there's nothing I can do. You know, because that's another thing that people are gonna say. They're gonna say I uploaded one and you didn't watch it, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Well, think about some ideas though. I'll think about that. So I like that idea. What? You like that idea? I do. I think that's a good idea, Thor. What do you think? What? You want to go real quick? All right, now I think he's got to go. Yeah, he's tackling me. Okay. All right, I'm gonna think of a story time to tell. So I'm gonna go let the dog out and I'll be back. I gotta tell a story. Everyone likes the stories. If not, I'll ask chat. But let me think of a good story to tell. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn up the music and let you guys enjoy it. But I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm coming. He didn't have to go. Told me. I like that idea though. We're gonna have to get that idea on paper. Story time. I don't know what to tell. I don't know. It's a good story. Something about streaming. Maybe something about streaming. Help me out here. Usually I know what I'm going to say. I got scariest moment. What do you mean giveaways, mods, checking stuff? Scariest moment. Like scariest moment in streaming? Or like life? In life? When I was overseas. I was overseas, Baghdad, and yeah, got left. United States Marine Corps said, "Hey, you're on your own." That was a scary moment in life, I'll tell you that. Yeah, we were somewhere where we weren't supposed to be, and we got bad intel. We were told that there was only supposed to be like 10 people to like 40 people in this village, and yeah, there was armed forces everywhere, and there were about 200. So when we relayed that intel, they said, "You're on your own." End mission, you know. Cut comms, left us. It was 12 days. 12 days of hell. Yeah. Everyone was, you know, crying and upset and panicking, and that's why I kind of laugh, you know, when I'm on stream, and you know, you deal with the internet sometimes. I sit here and, you know, I try and keep my cool, but you know, when people just say some rude shit to me, it's hard to hold back, because you know, I've been in a situation where I had to scoop dirt in a fucking mud water and drink that shit, you know, like, you know, and I never do the pissing contest with people, but you know, when you tell people, you know, like, you don't know what the fuck I've been through, like, you know, some people don't. And you know, that's one struggle with me. What I've always dealt with is how to deal with people, you know, because a lot of people tell me sometimes, they're like, "Dude, you show too much, you know, attention to trolls, and you know, you shouldn't show people that, you know, that they have an effect on you." But it's just, you know, it's tough sometimes, because you're like, "Listen here, motherfucker, you know, you little shit, like." I ain't got time for that, you know. And I always feel like you want to give people a safe place to chill, and that's what I love about my chat. You know, people know that if they play in my Discord, they're safe. They know if you're playing with me and someone comes in the chat and talks bad about you, I'm gonna fuck them up, like, because that's not cool. But like, when you're put in that scenario and you're just like, dude, you know, you're fucked, like, you know, like, when you're sitting there and you know that your life's in danger and shit's going down and you're fucked. Like, I mean, I thought we were done for. Like, no food, no water, people getting sick. You know, you got every flu, and you're sweating and chills, and you're losing weight. You feel like shit. Your bones are crunching when you're walking. Your feet are swollen. That's why you change your socks 3 times a day. I don't care what anybody says. You ain't got no fresh socks in the field, you're fucked. But, you know, when when they broke comms with us and said, you know, Pop Smoke, we're coming, you know, Air Force, man. Never give the Air Force shit. Air Force or the Navy pilots, don't ever give them shit because they'll save your life. It looked like a game of fucking Call of Duty. We popped smoke and shit went down. Artillery strike came down. Like, it was a good feeling, man. We heard the choppers coming, dude, and you know, we knew that was our ride home, but man, dude, you know, after conquering that and shit that I've conquered in life, you know, struggles and obstacles that life has given me every day, no one can stop me, you know. Fuck them. That's how I feel, you know. Like, dude, fuck them. Like, dude, fuck people. I don't care. Like, if you don't like me, blow me. I don't care. Like, dude, kiss my ass. Like, we're not here to sugarcoat stuff, you know. As long as you ain't breaking TOS and you're not doing nothing wrong, you ain't doing shit, you know. And like that's just how it is in life, you know. You put up or shut up, you know. When you get knocked down, stand the fuck back up. And you know, and shit happens, you know. We could be sitting here and enjoying our time, and next week something bad's gonna happen, and you know, just something comes up. You get that worst phone call that you could ask for. Life tests you, you know, and you just got to be able to handle it. And that's where the self-discipline comes in for like gaming and streaming and being able to accept failure and, you know, adapt, achieve, overcome. Like, I don't just preach that shit, I do it. And you know, it takes a different type of motherfucker to think like that. And you know, but I'm a kind-hearted person, you know. I got a big heart. I always think about people, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a piece of shit, I've been an asshole before. It didn't get me anywhere, you know. I didn't, you know. A lot of my viewers stopped watching me back in the day when I first started streaming. I was miserable. I was drinking a lot. I was being mean to people in chat because I didn't know how to handle the internet. I'm not perfect. But, you know, I changed myself. You know, I told myself, hey, you know, we got to handle stuff better. You know, be the bigger person, you know. The rats will always be around, but the real motherfuckers will stick with you. And, you know, I wouldn't trade my community right now for 10,000 viewers on Twitch. Everyone that watches me and supports me and subbed to me and followed me and watches socials and is part of my community clans, part of my Discord, that's the real motherfuckers right there. And you ain't never going to be able to replace that, ever. It's just going to grow bigger and stronger. And you take that fucking army and you grow it to something bigger and badder than you can ever imagine. And it takes time. But, you know, when you're put with life-changing decisions, you know, it's, you know, it's crazy, you know. And I've gotten mad, you know. A couple times I've got mad on stream, you know. And I've fucking, you know, wanted to fucking just hit the button and just shut the fuck up and stop streaming that day and just take some days off. But, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, life, shit happens, you know. You go into work, you think you're going to have a chill day and something goes wrong, you know. That happens, you know. Redbeard, do I think we're headed to something that bad? One day, yeah. But, you know, I don't like talking about that kind of stuff because then you get into politics and stuff. But, you know, I don't think the world leaders are ready for something like that because, you know, they don't want that shit to happen. You know, oh, God, day one VOG was bad. Yeah. Yeah, day one raids are always toxic, but I close chat now. I learned my lesson, but, you know. Twitch chat can get you sometimes, but Illusion, there's been some times where I've gotten mad at people, but it's you know, sometimes you get mad at people watching, you know, sometimes you get mad at the viewers, sometimes you get mad at your mods, sometimes you get mad at a certain person, you know. You just got to brush that shit off, you know. You got to learn how to push on from that, you know. But, you know, life's a fucking game, dude. You know, every day is something different. And you just never know, you know. You just never know. Yeah, Redbeard, for sure. It's just, you know. When you go into opinionated stuff like that, it can just go into a shit storm, you know. Like, there's nothing we can do. Global leaders can't do anything different. If someone wants some shit to go down, shit's gonna go down, you know. And it's you know, Do I think we'll ever see a nuclear war? I don't think so. I know other people think differently. I don't think so. I don't think it's ever going to get that bad. But, you know, what's a life quote I live by? Never surrender. Never give up. I mean, that shit's on my merch. You know, I mean, I literally have "Don't fuck with me" tattooed on my chest, but you know, that's just a good old "Don't tread on me" quote, you know. I mean, when friends bring up politics in conversation, it's like, come on, we can just chat like friends. Exactly, you know. But I just live by the code, man. Never give up, you know. That's it, you know. Every time I'm in a bad situation, I just think about what someone else might be dealing with, and I'm not. How do they handle their life? You know, I got a roof under my head. I got a toilet to shit in. I got some food to eat, and I got a bed to lay my head down at night. Others don't have that. You know, there's some people that just don't have that, and there's some people that just live a fucked up life. And guess what? They smile every day about it because they've accepted the life they live by. You know. So if they can do it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there's stuff that gets in the way. You know, there could be some depression and anxiety and other shit, and it's hard to multitask, and some people in your life are bringing you down, but you know, you can only change shit one day at a time. You know, you can't just do it. You know, I think it's a big mistake that others try and do too. They try and change everything all at once. So I'm just going to do this every day now, and I'm just going to switch my life up and just cut this out of my life. And they do too much, and then they just dig themselves deeper. You know, it's one step at a time, man. Like one step, dude. I know life sucks sometimes, you know, shit's crazy, you know, trust me. If it was up to me, I'd love to hit this Powerball and change people's lives and help people out and set examples. But man, like, you know, that's why I always invest back into my community. I always try and do giveaways. I try and give back to people. I like, you know, making people's day, you know. Hey man, I remember that time, you know, I get messages like that all the time. People are like, hey man, that giveaway I won years ago, I'll never forget that shit, you know, like that's what it's all about to me, you know. And you know, that's where the kind-hearted person comes in. But you know, I can be a son of a bitch, you know. I can, you know, once people cross the line with me, I just cut them off. There's no second chance with me, you know. There's no, I don't do no takebacks. I don't do an apologies. You can write a fucking story to me and say why you fucked up. It doesn't matter. You showed that you're a rat. And once a rat, always a rat. I don't care, you know? And people could say the same about me. They could say, hey, man, you were a piece of shit years ago and you're still a piece of shit. That's fine. That's okay. I get it. You know? But when it comes down to it, you know, life or content creation for me, I do what I got to do, you know? And, you know, I enjoy my job and I enjoy my life and, you know, I just want to do better, you know? That's all. I know I can do better. I know I can be more successful. And I'm in a really good spot in my life right now. I'm really happy. Like really happy with everything going on. There's a lot of new things that have come across recently, and you know, this past year has been really good for me. My head's in a good spot. My mentality's in a good spot. My drive's there. You know, a little bit of laziness. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm lazy, but it's okay. You know, it's okay to sit back and take a breather sometimes, but I feel really good with where I'm at. I love my community. I'm happy with my life and I'm ready for the next chapter. So, yo, Magic Fruit with the $50 dono said it's not much. I hope it helps for something. We need more people like you in streaming and in life. You're a good person. Thank you. Hey man, add that to the giveaway, man. That'll be part of the giveaway, man. We got some big plans coming. Speaking of giveaway, make sure you guys enter. We're picking the winner in 10 days, and then I got some cool ideas for Christmas, man. We're gonna make some people's Christmas a lot more happier. I just can't tell you. Not spoiling shit. But thank you for the kind dono. That's very kind of you. I teach it. I got that in writing, so if you win, it'll be some crazy shit. I didn't buy my Traeger yet. No, I'm probably not gonna buy a smoker till the springtime. But when that time comes, I'll ask you guys what I should get. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a smoker, you know. I think I'm going the bitch route though, man. I think I'm going the bitch route, dude. I just want to throw the meat in and watch it on the phone. I know you guys are like, go old school, control the temperature and control your wood burner. And man, I can't, dude. I can't. I've been there before, dude. I've thrown out pork butt. I've thrown out meat because I fucked it up. So I just want to, you know, put it in, watch the degrees on the phone, you know. I know the Traeger's the king, so. But, you know, yeah, in the springtime, you know, I get the new deck put on. We get the smoker going, you know. I know everyone's like, dude, the app's where it's at. If you guys have ever been through a smoker situation where you've tried to keep that meat at a certain degrees or get it heated up and that fucker takes 12 hours to cook instead of 6, it sucks. 3070 or 3080, I'd go to the 3070. 3070 can run 1440p, no problem. Running, I don't know what you're talking about. Having a brisket stall at 3:30 a.m. Yep. Set up a brisket. It was running great for about 4 hours, and I went to the store for beer. Came back. The entire neighborhood was covered in smoke. Yeah. I haven't heard that one in a while. What's the score of that game? What was the final score of that game? (27-13) Georgia. Well, I know Georgia's number 1 now. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. The house is going to open up so much more opportunities. So, yeah. Yeah, running. Yeah, that's why I kind of just, you know. But yeah, we shared a lot of info today. I think we're going to cut it off here. Shared a lot of info on the house, streaming stuff, pushing through life, pushing through the dead state, burnout syndrome. Yeah, man. I had fun. Again, as always, love doing these. Love just chit-chatting with people. I know you guys like listening to them. Again, I just think this is very important. It's good for mentality, and it's good to just talk to chat and, you know, talk about good ideas and good stuff. We came up with that good idea. I definitely want to do that clips thing. We'll set it up. We'll set up a thing where people can submit clips all week in the Discord, discord.gg/GsxrClyde, and yeah, we'll pick a day to watch it, and we'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure out how to watch them, how to react to them, and then we'll just do like, man, like this clip stuck out, this 2 clips stuck out, and then we'll watch them both back, and then one person will win, and we'll hook them up with some shit. We'll hook them up with like a free tub of G-subs, or, you know, like a, I don't know, come raid with Clyde Day or some shit. Well, you know, we'll think about it. Illusion. Shout out to Illusion for coming up with it. Huh? But, you know, it's all good. You know, but hopefully these, you know, help out, and, you know, they're just going to keep getting better. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to figure out tomorrow what's going on with this Apple account, maybe sync it up more and try and get on Apple Podcast. If it does, I'll announce it. I do want to have some guests on. I'm also going to try and reach out to someone tomorrow or Monday, see if they want to come chit chat for a little bit. The scene would look a lot different. Obviously, I don't have like an overlay made for people to come chat, so it'd probably just be 2 cam boxes. So we'll go from there. But it'd be cool to get some friends on and just bullshit about stuff and vibe, you know. But again, I just like taking my time and just hanging out with chat and I feel like these are good to where, you know, other streamers do them, you know. Like I said, there's some people that just go live and they do like a just chatting for like an hour, and they do that for like 3 times a week. I just take one night out of my night to talk to people, and I think Saturday's a good night because this is a good time, you know. It's a good time for everybody, EU friendly, West Coast friendly, and you know, everyone just, you know, sits there and chit chats. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Peace.